up, everybody, and welcome back to the Anything Better podcast with your host, Paul Virzi, Bill Burr, producer extraordinaire, the Greek freak from his compound out there in Beverly Hills. Don't let that room fool you. Kid's crushing it out there in Beverly Hills.
That pool's under his that room's under his infinity pool.
Dude, and right to the right, 15 feet to the right, he's got a hot tub. People are in there smoking weed right now. The kid's crushing it. Anyways, guys, you guys are listening to episode number 36. Another weird sports number. First one that comes to mind for me was what Bill said last week is Jerome Bettis. I can't think of another 36.
Lawyer Malloy. And here's a safe bet. If it's a number in the 30s, Shaq wore it with some team. Because he was on that list too. That fucking guy wore every number in the 30s. 32, 34, 36. I think he took all the even numbers. Yeah, I couldn't find a decent list of like number 36. Let me try to find Major League Baseball. I bet you some goalies wore number 36, Paul. You know, MLB greatest
weird number
36 of all time. This would be some stupid stat because it's baseball. Greatest Major League Baseball to wear each number. All right. 1 through 50. What do we got for number 36, Paul? Who do we got for number 36? Did I just see Chipper Jones?
No, he wasn't that. He was a
No, I'm saying I saw his name on this list.
Oh, yeah.
Number 36, the greatest. Gaylord Perry.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
Gaylord Perry with the condiments all over his jersey.
Dude, we got slim pickings with 36. Gaylord Perry, Jerome Bettis.
I can't find a good list. Greatest NHL players to wear number 36. Who do you got? Who you got, Paul? It's going to be a lot of white guys. It's hockey. Here we go.
It's a weird number to be.
Jesus Christ.
36 is, yeah, it's got to be like, because it's not a birthday, right? It can't be a birthday. Because it's more than 31 days. It can't be, it's got to be like your mother or grandmother's favorite number. It's not a number that we're getting into numbers now that aren't people's favorite numbers.
It's not a good waist size either. It's like you're not in shape, but you're not fat. You just got that cunt belly.
Yeah.
Matthew Barnaby, number 36, runner-up, Mats Zuccarello, and UC Jokinen, or Juicy Jokinen, however the fuck you say his name.
All right. So there you go. That's 36. Hopefully 37 will be a little more.
Well, maybe we could do a little more research and stop blaming the people that wore number 36.
Yeah. And we're going to get fucking shit when somebody goes, how did you guys forget fucking
Dave Cowens when he came back with the fucking ABA Kentucky Colonels?
Episode 36, dude. I got to tell you something, man. I'm having a bad week, Bill. I'm having a bad week. I'm tired. People that I love are, not understanding me this week. I don't feel well rested. I'm annoyed. It's just one of those weeks. And listen, like you call me Pauly Positives, which is a hilarious.
Pauly Positive.
It is a hilarious nickname, but this week I'm
Pauly, the glass is full. Sorry, dude. My laptop is like overheating. I don't know what's going on. It's making this fucking noise here. I don't know what's going on with it.
Is it plugged in charging?
Yes.
Okay. Then you're okay. You can always dim it if you think that it's a little hot. Dim the screen. That sometimes helps.
Hey, sorry. Just looking out for it. All right, Paul. So tell me, Paul, what are your troubles?
No, it's just, you know what it is? It's just one of those things. It's one of those weeks where like I call friends. I'll call you. I'll call my brother. I'll call people that I just need to. I'm not a big venter. But when I do.
What?
I'm not a big venter, but when I do, I let it go.
Paul, you're one of my favorite venters of all time.
Right, but it's not
I call you upset, and by the end of the phone call, you're more upset than I am.
I do get going, but I think you
All right, when we have to define what the difference between venting and getting going is.
Oh, here's the deal. Let's do it this way. I think this is the best way. I think it is the best way to do it. If Bill and I are baseball managers You're definitely coming out of the dugout yelling more than me. That's a definite. I think.
Oh, I'm Lou Pinella.
You're yelling from there until he throws you out. You come out. Me, I get my like they'd be like, oh, Virzi went out. You know his team's gonna be fired up. He rarely does that, but I go hard. That's I think the difference. I think when I go, I just go. You know, when the guy's just he's not even in control of it. You would be more controlled, but have something weekly.
No, I wouldn't be weekly, dude. I would have something. I'd have something every game.
What was the guy on Detroit? What was the guy, the classic guy? Or Minnesota?
That's Earl Weaver on the on Baltimore.
That guy was
You
epic.
came here for one reason. What is that, Earl? To fuck us.
Another great one was the Mets guy. The Mets guy before this guy. He goes, will you just give us a chance? Come on. He's going, George, just give us a fucking chance. Just give us a chance. You're not giving us a chance out there. And he kept saying his first name. It was the best. It was to just give us a chance.
No, there's been some great. Lou Pinella, I thought it took him a while, but when he got mad, he looked like he was going to kill you. Like right. Lou Pinella looks like he could fuck you up still.
All right, top 5 hotheads in sports ever. Here are my first 2.
Oh, that's a good one.
Bobby Knight, definitely number 1. If there's a Mount Rushmore.
There's a Jordan of yelling, that guy.
Yeah, if there's a Mount Rushmore of this, you got Bobby Knight for sure. Then I think you do got to put Lou Pinella up there.
I don't know. I think just Lou was scary. Lou looked like your dad that like still knows how to fight. Like he just looks like that guy looks like he could walk into a bar and just fucking clean house.
Does Bill Parcells go on that list?
No, he was more of an intimidator, not a yeller.
Yeah,
like he had the goods. He knew he did. And like his press conferences, the way he would make, he had reporters on their heels. If they asked a stupid question, he told them it was a stupid question. And they were like, oh shit, this is live. That's an actual person there. That's what I always loved about him. He let those reporters know that they were talking to a person, and you're not just going to sit here with your stupid fucking laptop and ask a bunch of goddamn questions. You can't even throw a fucking ball. I would say Bobby Knight, Earl Weaver, Billy Martin was close.
Oh, Billy Martin used to get fired up. Yeah, that's a good one.
Dude, he almost fought his own player. He fought Reggie Jackson in the fucking dugout. Like Reggie wouldn't just fucking throw him. Dude, if ever a Wolverine was a person, like there's no reason this little fucking thing should be winning, but it is.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, man. Yellers.
John Madden. I don't know if it's because he was a big guy and he would get all red. John Madden could yell. There's not a lot of screaming coaches anymore.
Gruden?
The
Gruden's
NFL.
close.
He sort of scowls and shit. He's like Ice Cube. Ice Cube always has that look on his face. He kind of has the same thing. That's kind of funny, huh? Ice Cube's a huge Raiders fan, and so's John Gruden. They should do like a...
It's the scowl.
Those are 2 Hall of Fame scowls right there. Ice Cube and John Gruden. But I don't see either one, like, I don't see him losing his shit. I'd say basketball. I'm not a big basketball guy.
Yeah, the guy like Krzyzewski is more of like when Krzyzewski yells and gets that thing in his face, he's more doing it in like a motivational. Like, this is our fucking, like, he doesn't go at people.
Right. He's motivating you.
Yeah, he's like yelling but motivating you.
He's like a screaming life coach.
Dude, if I was a manager, I would be like, and that's why he was one of my favorites and he was fucking our rival, but I fucking loved Terry Francona's temperament. He was fucking so chill. You know, Torrey was almost too stoic.
Oh, you could see his tomato garden in the backyard, Paul. He was fine.
Who?
He was fine with what was going on. He's Italian or whatever the fuck he was. That guy, he's got the Mediterranean olive skin. You guys are chill.
No, Francona's press conferences were great. He said the right things. Even when he walked out, he had that laid back walk. Like, Terry Francona is going to live long. That was a big mistake getting rid of that guy. All right, Bill, I got one for you. I'd love you're oh God, you would be the best at this. Your team just lost a heartbreaker. Your team just lost a heartbreaker.
We
to
did.
a rival.
The fucking Buccaneers.
No. But I mean, you're coaching it. You're coaching it. You're the coach, and you walk
Am
in.
I
and
coaching?
You're the coach right now at the press conference. And that microphone. You're at the press conference right now, and you just lost an absolute heartbreaker you had to have. And they say, Coach Burr, what do you feel like you were out coached tonight? And that's why your team's going home early after you clearly had a better team than them?
Well, define what clearly better means and why you're not coaching professionally. Let me tell you something about you fucking nerds. If somebody loses every goddamn night and you guys act like what am I supposed to go fucking undefeated? I'm going to tell you why you guys never made it on a sports team, because you don't have any fucking heart. And the second you see a little water on the boat, you jump ship to go over to somebody else's. You fucking weasels, and I guarantee you none of you is satisfying your wife in bed. Go fuck yourself and kiss my ass next week when we win. Next question.
Oh, my God. That right there might be my favorite moment on Anything Better from Bill, because he literally answered that like he was in the press conference, and knowing you as good as I do, that's what you would have said. And you would have started it with define better team. Oh, that was perfect.
Paul, it's like when somebody who isn't a comedian comes up and starts telling you like how to be funny. And it's just like, you got any footage of you making people laugh at the cubicles?
It really is crazy how like one of those guys didn't vote for Jeter. One of those guys didn't vote for and it's like, it's just
because they're nerds, Paul.
Yeah.
Because they're fucking nerds. And at the end of the day, Paul, they actually have man crushes on these athletes, and they hate that God didn't give them those genes and that they are that close to it.
They envy it.
Like,
yes.
dude, you know where the press parks is probably right where the players park all their shiny fucking cars. You know, they got T-tops because of how many whores they're stuffing in like a fucking bouquet driving out from underneath the stadium. And they're going over to their Dodge Opal. There's a car for you from back in the day. Fucking lemon yellow. And you got to drive back to type it up. Dude, sports writers used to be cool, though. They'd look the other way. They weren't trying to fucking, get everybody in trouble. They smoked cigars. They were fucking decent people. You know what I mean? But now it's just all about...
it's about the story, and it's about like
creating controversy, or actually another thing too, like just creating fucking history that doesn't exist. Like Aaron Boone, they've been calling Aaron Boone Aaron fucking Boone since 2003, but no one in Boston ever said it because it didn't have time to marinate.
Right.
Like I was telling you this, dude, Bucky Dent happened, and then we didn't get another shot at the series until 86. So you had like an 8-year period there. And when you rewound that game, okay, you knew Ron Guidry was a fucking beast. You knew Reggie Jackson, Lou Pinella, Craig Nettles. You knew all these clutch guys. Thurman, Chris Shambles had that big home run in 76. You fucking knew that those guys could hurt you. But Bucky Dent became Bucky fucking Dent. Of all the guys, a 5-foot fucking nothing, 200 hitter playing shortstop, hits a 3-run fucking homer. Because a lot of people forget Reggie Jackson hit a home run after that. And you won 5-4. But when you looked back, the moment was Bucky fucking Dent, and they missed it where it was like they think it was like this anger thing. At first, it was disbelief.
Yeah,
like Bucky fucking Dent. That's of all of those fucking superstars. That's the guy that got us. So then that became like a legend. So then ESPN, the second Aaron Boone, they're like, he hit home run to beat Red Sox. And they go, Aaron fucking Boone. What they didn't realize, they forget is the very next year we won. So his shit, as much as it fucking, dude, it was like a funeral. But I got to be honest, when I was looking at that Game 7, which I will never watch again, that Game 7, dude, we should do that. Games you could never watch again. That Game 7 in 2003, when you guys came back, it was the 7th and 8th inning. Whatever inning it was, the 7th or the 8th. I was at Dangerfield. The fucking thing was on. The game was on. We had it won. And I
was there.
We gave it away. Yeah, was it the 8th inning?
My wife was there too.
Yeah, it was. Well, the when Grady Little left Pedro. And that's why Aaron Boone. Nobody even really got mad at Aaron, but nobody was in all, like Bill said, in awe of Aaron Boone. It was just like, how did Grady Little keep him in there?
Yeah, no one gave a shit that Tim Wakefield gave it up. Nobody cared.
And Pedro threw 3 fastballs to Giambi. The first 2 missed, and then he went back with a third, and then he put that out. And then, Boone's ball went past the third base.
I was in a bar in New York City.
No, Boone's ball went upper deck, left
upper
field.
deck, beyond third base, over third base.
Yeah, but anyways, getting back to that, how like these 24-hour sports networks, they like create like I'm supposed to believe all of Philly's sports history is throwing fucking snowballs at Santa Claus, going, give me a whiz wit, and how hard the turf was at fucking Veterans Field. Like, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that there's probably a little more to the city than that. So like that whole I saw it last night.
Yeah, you're right. It's the journalists to develop drama and also try to repeat history. But you just said something that made me think of something that nobody really nobody ever registers when you talk about sports. There's always the play after or the game after, right?
Right.
So it like you said, like Reggie hit 1-2. Nobody thinks about that. In the Giants Super Bowl,
of course he did. Mr. October, like he wasn't going to hit one.
But everybody talks about that fucking helmet catch against you guys in 7, but they never talk about the 3rd and 11 to the sticks that Steve Smith caught out of bounds. And it's like that play had to happen. I remember it was a 3rd and 11, but people only remember the one thing. So they'll only remember. And didn't like in wasn't there another game in the Bucky Dent? I mean, not Bucky Dent. What was it? Bill Buckner? Wasn't there another game after that?
And we were up 3-0 in Game 7.
People always forget that there's always the either the another play or the other game, but that one moment they
Dude, that fucking game, that series.
Bill, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, but Steve Bartman, the kid in the Cubs who caught the ball and Moises Alou freaked out. That was Game 6, so they had to play Game 7, but people forget that.
How about this, Paul? There was like 3-4 other people also reaching up to get it. It just didn't land on their hands.
Dude, that kid that kid was probably suicidal, dude. They showed up to his house. They showed up to his fucking crib, dude, just waiting for look.
Yeah, those morning shock jocks, they threw him to the fucking dogs.
Oh, dude.
There was a period, Paul, like it took the Red Sox winning a World Series. I couldn't watch a night game at Shea Stadium. If the Mets played again, that's why I just started watching the Yankees when I was living in New York, and before I didn't, they didn't have the baseball package or whatever. I used to just watch the Yankees, obviously root against them. Guilty pleasure, the 98 Yankees. I never saw a team score more runs with fucking 2 outs. I mean, they were just amazing. They were fucking amazing to watch. But I could never watch. Dude, I went to Shea Stadium and I had to go to a day game. It's like, dude, I can't be here at night. Like, all I just thought of was sitting there. I remember in silence when they lost Game 6. Bounding ball to bite behind the bag and the Mets win it. That fucking thing, dude. I just sat there. We just sat in silence. But we were too young to know that we were going to lose Game 7. I do remember that was my first official dance. I kind of saw the collapse in 78. I was like 10 years old, but my older brother watched that more than I did. He used to keep score every game.
Well, we had those feelings as Knicks fans where you would just be in the game against the Bulls or the Pacers, and there'd be like a minute 13 left, and everybody would be like this, and just sure enough, whether it was MJ, whether it was Miller, whether it was fucking Bill Paxton, whether it was fucking Jordan kicking it off to BJ Armstrong, and it was just always this. It was always
Dude,
this.
Reggie Miller is one of the greatest players of all time, most ice water in his veins, wanting the ball in the moment ever to not get a fucking ring. And the fact that guy, I feel on every fucking list should be higher. Like, so many people suffered because Jordan was winning everything. Dude, I'll tell you a big sports myth, I think, is that the 96 Bulls would just fucking beat everybody. I just don't buy that.
No, I don't buy that.
Pippen and Jordan, okay, that combination, you just can't fucking beat those guys. I just don't buy it. With Luke Longley underneath, what they have? They had Steve Kerr and then the other guy, Kokovich or whatever the fuck his name was.
Yeah. And I don't think so. I don't think
83 Sixers, dude, those fucking Showtime Lakers in like 85 with Kareem and Magic and Worthy and all of those guys, they would have been a problem. I'm not saying that that the 96 Bulls might be the greatest, but this foregone conclusion, dude, the fucking big three with the Heat would have been a problem. That's a fucking problem. Some of those Warrior teams.
I mean, I also think you could say, I'll tell you a team that could have really hung with that team was that Spurs team, man. That one Spurs team that beat the Detroit Pistons in the championship.
Yeah.
When Duncan was fucking like in his prime, Duncan was, I mean, I don't know, man. Jordan and Pippen.
I just think because they won 72 or 73 games, that's like the benchmark, and they were just like this. No, that's the greatest team of all time. I think that is another one of those things, trying to sell newspapers and trying to get people to watch. So we sit here and like debate it, but it's just like, I'm not saying they're not the greatest team of all time, but it is not a foregone conclusion that if, my team's showing up with Dr. J and Moses Malone underneath against fucking Luke Longley, that triangle, whatever the fuck they're playing, doesn't need to make some adjustments. Andrew Toney.
Yeah.
Worthy, Kareem, Magic. All right, it's Policy Genius, everybody. We can't tell you what to dress up for at Halloween, but we can tell you that you can save more than 50% or more on life insurance by comparing quotes with Policy Genius. If someone relies on your financial support, whether it's a child, aging parent, or even a business partner, you need life insurance to properly provide for their families. Most people need 10 times the life insurance coverage that they're getting through their employer, the cheap bastards. Policy Genius makes it easy to compare quotes from over a dozen top insurers, all in one place. Why compare? You can save $1,300 or more per year on life insurance by using Policy Genius to compare policies. The licensed experts at Policy Genius, you know what? They work for you, not the insurance company, so you can trust them to help you navigate every step of the shopping and buying process. And eligible applicants can get covered in as little as a week, thanks to an award-winning policy option that swaps the standard medical exam requirement for a simple phone call. Yeah, I feel good. I feel great. Getting started is easy. First, head to policygenius.com/better. In minutes, do you have to FaceTime them when you call? You got to be looking at the jowls if you know. In minutes, you can work out how much life insurance coverage you need and compare personalized quotes to find your best price when you're ready to apply. The Policy Genius team will handle the paperwork and scheduling for free. Policy Genius doesn't add on extra fees. Head to policygenius.com/better to get started right now. Policy Genius, when it comes to insurance, it's nice to get it right, Paul.
We are sports heavy this week, huh? I mean,
we are sports heavy. We are sports because we're steering away from the personal lives, Paul.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what it is when you have a bad week, I'm afraid to say something. So I'll just say that, we're planning a trip to Europe, Bill. We're going to Europe and we're going to go, you know what? We're going to do a little Mediterranean. We're going to hit up, Sicily and Greece, and we're going to go and do that. And you know what? This is one thing that I know a lot of parents are going to have a mixed thing about. I'm not one on leaving the kids. Oh, you leave. No. Your kids, and that's one thing I got to give my dad.
I am 100% on board with that.
A lot of people are like, we have friends that are literally like, no, dude. The kids stay. My dad always said, you bring the fucking kids. I got to give him credit for that. When we were younger, we went places and the kids come. That's it. The kids are coming because they're going to experience that. I was 11 years old in the Coliseum and I remember it. I fucking remember it. I remember what it looked like. I remember standing there. Sorry. Bless you. I remember standing in the Coliseum at 11 years old, looking around, and we got pizza across the street. I remember that feeling in Rome. So my son and daughter will remember that.
Damn it. Paul, sneezes come in threes, right? It just happens.
Well, not with my allergies. I'll go 7. What's the under-over?
Outdo me.
What's the under-over? I'm taking Bill's got the under-over on Bill's sneezing's 4. I'm taking the under.
No. If you go and blow your nose, you're fine. Here's the thing. My wife is like that. My wife's like going like, that's just something I learned. Where I just went like, she needed a vacation. I go, great. We're going back, we're going back east. We got that. She goes, well, that's not really what'd she say?
A vacation.
Yeah, not a vacation. She called it something else. She goes, that's more of like a trip or something. And I was like, okay, what's the difference between a trip and a vacation? She goes, well, a trip is what we're doing. We're going back with the whole family. Because a vacation is just you and me. So, you don't have to do all the parenting stuff. And then I was just like, that was like, I was like, don't you like the kids?
Well, I see what she's saying with a trip and vacation, because I feel like a trip could be something where you got to go and do a task at hand and then get back. That's
Listen,
a trip.
I have no problem with like a date night and getting a babysitter. But like, I'm not going to have fun going on vacation. I'll be missing my kids.
Dude, when
my kids are fucking hilarious. They're hilarious. They're so much fun. And then they play with each other now. I don't want to miss that.
Dude, I remember my kids in the nice hotel for the first time. Dude, they were looking around. They were looking around like they were going, this is, and Lucas just kept going, hotels are great. There's a pool. Can we go to the pool? Hotels are great. And he goes, I could do a hotel every week. He's like, he loved it. He loved the pools. He loved that you could eat. Like, he loved that the beds were made. Like, he loved the whole thing.
Right.
It's fucking amazing, man. It's amazing.
In defense of my wife, she doesn't go on the road the way I do. So like, my whole thing is like every second I can spend with my kids is huge to me, because I know every other week I'm going to be, taking off for like 3 days. But, I don't know. My time with my kids is nighttime, dude. That last 2 hours, we go into the family room and I'm just chasing them around. My daughter's got an arm on her, man. We were throwing the ball back and forth. She was lacing them in, and I'm throwing them, and she's not afraid of the ball now and everything. I was just, it's a big thing for me, dude. My daughter's gonna know how to do stuff.
Yeah, man.
Fucking people who like keep a daughter under like shrink wrap and some shit, and then they don't know how to do anything. I was like, I did a gig recently, and this woman showed up with her friend. She's like, we got a flat tire, and she knew how to change it. She was freaking out that she knew how to change the tire. And I was just thinking like, yeah, you should know how to do that. It's literally, if you can open a jar.
You want to know something, dude?
Nuts.
Truth be told, if I had to do it myself, I couldn't. I went and I was doing it. But when I jacked it up, and the cop pulled me over, and the cop was like, dude, he goes, you're going to have to do this quicker or whatever. And then like, he saw that, I don't know if the thing I had in my car, it was one of those rinky dink ones. So
you got to make sure it's on the frame and not on the underside of your car, the floorboard.
He started helping. And I felt like a bitch, dude. I was like sitting there, and this like short state trooper was just fucking helping me crank it. And I was like, I got to get my shit I think what I did was I didn't have it on the frame. You're right. I had it on the edge of the car.
This is what you do, Paul. You find a safe place,
bending,
level ground, and the first thing you do is loosen the lug nuts. You don't want to braze the car up and then do it because the fucking tire is going to spin. You do that. Yeah, and then you put it under the frame. You jack the fucker up. But, dude, I had a flat on my car recently. The underneath of the car is covered in so much fucking plastic. I was so nervous to be like, this has to be the frame. I was right on the edge, but even the edge had like a plastic thing over it. And I'm like, is this going to like, they got the fucking screens and all of this shit. I just feel like I'm going to pop something, hydraulics or whatever. That was embarrassing because, dude, there's a few things I love doing. All right. There's basic changing a tire, changing the oil, the air filter, just basic shit. Putting in a new battery, dropping in a new radiator, changing the hoses, all the outskirts. I don't take the head off. That's when it becomes
somebody else.
I tried to rebuild the carburetor. Let's just say I took it apart. It never got back together again. But, you should have a basic, I don't know.
I'm one of those guys that I watch people do it. And then I yell things out like I'm helping, Like I'll be like, oh, it's over there. Yeah, I see it. I don't,
Dude, I changed the tire one time when I had my old ass truck, the 83 Ford Ranger. I was coming back from a gig, got a flat tire on the highway, 93 and 95 at night, and it was on the driver's side. I never changed the tire so fast because I just thought I was going to get clipped. And when I had one of those stupid little fucking L-shaped things. You know, they over torque them and stuff, but I had a big piece of pipe behind it. So I was able to, I got that off in fucking 2 seconds, slapped it on, put it back. I've never been so proud of myself. Didn't get killed, jumped in, was all fucking greasy. I'd already done the gig. But like, I think I changed that tire, Paul, in about maybe, I don't know, 4.5, 6 minutes, which felt like a fucking hour.
I got one for you. Is there anything worse? Is there anything worse than a flat tire at night or getting your car towed? I remember I did the Wendy
Towed is worst.
Dude, I did the Wendy Williams comedy experience in Times Square. And I'll never forget this. Capone hosted it, and Wendy Williams sat on the stage. Place is packed. Times Square, 300 people, right? And, dude, everybody's murdering. And Dean Edwards is murdering when he goes into Denzel Washington.
What else is new?
He's doing right. He's murdering. And Capone looks at me, and Capone goes, "Dude, you wanna, if you want." He goes, and you know the competitor in me. He goes, "If you want, dude, I'll put you on later. If you don't want to follow that." And I go, "No, put me on." So I go up. And I ended up having a really monster set. I actually rode the wave, and Wendy Williams is laughing, and everything is good. Then I go outside, and these women dressed to the nines, like, "You were funny, honey." I'm like, yeah, everything's good. It's a little drizzling, and then car gone. So great night. I overcame my fear. I didn't bitch out and go later in the show. I followed Dean, all the stuff and people, and then I go to my car in the rain, gone. And I'm going, maybe it's, you know me with directions. So I'm going, it's wrong. So I'm walking around looking at block to block. Then I find out, I call up, I give the license plate. You got to go down by the FDR, wait online, $285. They bring you to a parking lot all hours of the night. Fuck, it is.
That's the thing, Paul. If you have a flat, you at least know where your car is.
And if you have a
that
flat,
shit where you like, did somebody steal it? Was it towed? Did they lose the fucking numbers? Somebody gonna go through my trunk and steal some shit?
But here's the thing, though: getting a flat while you're driving, like when you hear the while you're driving on a highway, is really fucking dangerous.
No, I will give you that. I will give you that. But the tires back in the day was really scary. But now I don't know. They the safety in them are crazy. You can actually ride on the fucking rim. I don't know how they do it, but it's not as bad. You can at least get over. Where back in the day, like you'd have a blowout in the left lane, and you know you fucking died. That car started rolling.
That's why airplanes have the double. That's why airplanes and like 18-wheelers have the double wheels, right?
I know it's because of weight, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, certainly trucks, I would think, because of the weight and all of that. It's like, yeah, the more weight you're pulling or carrying, that's why you have those pickup trucks. A dually has like the double wheels in the back, the axle, everything's reinforced, and those things can carry like north of 10,000 or 20,000 pounds or something like that. So,
yeah, no, I don't like nighttime. I don't like nighttime car issues, man. Freaks me out, dude. It's. Yeah, people get hit, they get clipped, like you said. If you don't pull over all the time, it's not. But I told Stacy, I said, I think I'm gonna get a Tesla, dude. I think I'm gonna get a new. I have like less than a year.
All Virzi going electric.
Got to go electric, man. I could not believe the speed. I couldn't believe. I was out, dude. I was in like the Millennium Falcon. I just tapped it and I was gone. It was fucking incredible. The torque was incredible. I loved the feeling of it.
Well, make sure you get a front wheel drive one or get the all wheel one if you can, just because I know there's a lot of hills up there in Westchester. Because a lot of those, the ones that I've seen I think those Teslas are rear wheel drive.
No, you could get the Tesla. The Tesla that I was looking at's all wheel drive.
Oh, it is all wheel drive.
Yeah, fucking all wheel drive.
I thought you had to get the dual motor to get all-wheel drive.
No, but I'm doing that.
Oh, you are getting. Oh, Jesus.
I'm getting a dual motor all with the whole. Yeah, I'm getting
the fucking dual motor one. That's the one that says what is it? Ludicrous mode.
Yeah, no, I'm getting the fucking bells and whistles, dude. If I get this thing, but I'm gonna wait another year. I'm gonna wait another year with the Lexus, and then put the Lexus in the garage maybe for Lucas in a couple of years, and then I'm gonna get the.
Oh, I love that.
And then I'm gonna get a Tesla, man. I'm gonna get something. I want the Tesla that drives itself, though. By the time I want one to drive itself, so when I'm coming home, I could watch a movie or some shit, or like chill out, just like have the thing where you got to touch it, They're
It's
making
funny to me that you're afraid to fly. Yet you'll take a fucking. Dude, I've said a million times, when you're up there, there's not a lot of shit to hit. When you're on the ground, you can fucking hit stuff right and left, and you're gonna take
I wouldn't.
Hands off the goddamn wheel.
No.
Tree-lined fucking street, deers and shit running out in front of you. You're crazy.
Not the whole. No, they got ones where like it needs to know you're there every couple minutes, but you just touch it and it like so you're paying attention, but you could open your water, kick back a little.
Oh, you're watching a movie. You're not paying attention.
I don't think they let you. I don't think they let you watch the movie, but I'd like that. Like I think the first guy that did it actually got killed. Rest his soul. The guy that actually tested the first trip of like literally letting it die. He passed away in a wreck. So rest his soul. But
yeah, because I think he was asleep. Fucking guy took a nap.
I mean, that's I got to be honest, and I'm not trying to talk ill will about anybody that's passed, but that's a little. I don't know if I'd have the nerve to just conk out.
Well, here's the thing, Paul. Those fucking things are gonna get so good that they'll be able to do that. My big question is, with the amount of satellites this is going to take, will the sun still be able to shine on the earth?
Yeah, but dude, to roll over and put a blanket on your friend, just be like, that's a fucking ballsy move, dude.
And then the question is, are you drinking and driving at that point? Is drinking and driving over?
Right.
And the amount of times as a comic, like, oh God, I got to drive 7 hours to go to this gig. You just take a nap, just fresh as a daisy. And then those comics would be like, yeah, man, comedians used to be a lot angrier, man. This is a more chill general. It's like, we had to fucking drive. You guys are taking naps on the way there and the way back. Nobody has.
No, I watched Big Lebowski. I watched Big Lebowski in Jurassic Park on the way here. It's fucking great.
Dude, watching the Big Lebowski drinking that's one of the great boozing movies. DeRosa said to me one time, if you watch that movie, when he's what does he drink? He drinks
White Russian.
White Russians. Each time he makes it, there's less milk in it. Like the brilliance of that, because you have to understand that it's shot out of order. So that means he made that fucking choice. And then, like, he had to be like, okay, know exactly where he is in the script when they're shooting the thing. Just brilliant.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Kurt Russell and Jeff Bridges, two guys that don't get their due enough. I mean, they get their due, but I think I put those guys up there with the best of them, dude.
Yeah, good as they say they are, they're even better.
Those guys are fucking epic, dude. Jeff Bridges in, that scene in Seabiscuit where his son died and he's holding him as he's dead on the fucking front thing crying.
Watch that.
Oh my God. I was like, dude, it was that.
How about his dad, Lloyd? Lloyd in Airplane?
Oh my God.
I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
What about when he was in Hot Shots and his hat blew off the aircraft carrier and he goes, all right, well, turn it around. I'll go get it. An aircraft carrier. He goes, turn it around.
Dude, Bo Bridges was in this great movie.
Bo Bridges.
A black and white movie when he just started out. It was about these hoodlums and they wouldn't let these passengers get off this subway. My only problem with the movie was the amount of time between stops. It was like they were on a train, not a subway.
I got to see that. Bo Bridges is good too, but dude, Kurt Russell and
I got to give people the name of that. I can't just bring that fucking movie up and not say what it is. Bo Bridges Subway movie. Bo Bridges Subway movie. The name is
The Incident.
The Incident. You bastard! You just stole my glory.
Oh, sorry. I thought you wanted it.
I'm fucking with you. 1967. The Incident.
All right,
there was an
guys,
incident, Paul, on the train.
I love yous both, and I could sit here and do this for a long time. But I got to fucking be in Manhattan in about an hour and 20. It's going to be a close one. I wish I had the Tesla now, but yeah. Oh boy. Got to do a couple.
Hey, you know, I was just fucking with you with that Yankee shit, right? I mean, you guys got 27 championships. I'm just breaking your balls.
No, I was. I was.
Paul, do you realize how long you guys would have to suck now with like 30 something teams in the fucking league?
Can I be completely honest? I kind of don't give a fuck about baseball.
That's a problem they have. Paul, I gotta be honest with you.
Something has happened. Like people were hitting me up. Are you all right after last night? How brutal. I gotta be honest with you, man. I watched it, and after I knew we were gonna lose, I kind of was like, all right, well, we'll just do 162 games next year. I mean, if the Giants or Knicks lose, it's a good 8-hour depression. It's a good problem. I mean, I love watching my New York
football. Tension in the house.
It's a good 8 to 12 hours of shaking the head, thinking. Stacy finds me staring off at the ceiling, thinking, like shaking my head. When the Yankees lose, I love the Yankees, but and you know what it is, dude? The Red Sox-Yankee rivalry is a wrap, dude. You took it. You guys took it, man. It's over. It's over.
Well, I mean, the end of the movie was they won the World Series, so.
And you did
that was my thing. Like, I remember when Dan Shaughnessy was trying to fan the flames on that so he could sell some more books. I remember in 2005, he goes, is the curse back? It's like, what are they going to chant? 2004 at us? It's over.
And even when I watch a home run that you guys hit or one, it used to be where it was like, now they're like high five, but it's not, it doesn't have that fucking pain. You can feel it, dude. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
No, because now we expect to win. Not like we're going to win every time, but we're not going like, oh, we went up early. How are they going to blow it? Like there's a whole new generation of fans who expect Boston teams to win. And when I was a kid, it was only the Celtics.
I remember when like Manny Ramirez or like even like Gary Sheffield, like when they would hit a double off you guys or you would hit one on us, when the guy got to second, they would be like now they're doing this like, let's go. Like it's a different thing, dude. It's a different thing, but whatever, man. It is what it is. Let's go Giants. Big game against the Cowboys.
Yeah. All right. What's the over under the Red Sox somehow not do what they did against Tampa Bay for like 3 years? Dude, they own us.
They own us. Dude, that organization, the Tampa Bay Rays organization from the top down they just figured it out with not that much money. They're fantastic.
Yeah. Why can't the Pirates do that?
That's the best fucking ball field in baseball. And it's a sin.
And it's the great colors and a great team and a great city and great fans. And they're just sitting there. And what they're doing is they're killing off that fan base. You got to understand that people that grew up as knowing the Pirates as a winner are like Bartnick's age.
Dude, the yellow bridges in the back, the 3 bridges behind the outfield, and then the shrubs are all shaved perfectly. It's the most beautiful. That team.
My thing is San Francisco Giants and the fucking the Pirates, but I'd give it to the Pirates because I like, San Francisco stinks now with all those fucking computer nerds took it all over. San Francisco used to be fucking really cool. Yeah. It's still cool, but it's just, I miss the real people there.
I'm going to be late for my spot. What am I doing? I should have just said I'm going to be with my family tonight, but I got to run.
Fun. One of these, Paul, we should just fucking smoke a stick. We'll do a virtual stick.
Ooh. Oh, by the way, I'm coming out there. Don't think I'm not coming out there soon. We're going to be out there together.
Okay.
And we're going.
I found out I got a couple of hookups out here for some sporting events.
Oh my God, dude! I thought you were just gonna say hookers. I was like, Jesus, Bill. Dude, the way you went into that.
Where would that come from?
I don't know. Just the way I was like, yeah, I'm coming out there. You go, yeah,
oh, dude, I got a couple of hookups. Paul, I got a couple of hookers.
I was like, hey, Jesus.
Listen, Paul, things have been a little rough here around the house. Okay?
Hey, Bill, not on the podcast, okay? All right,
Are there even hookers anymore? I feel like everything is like you'd have to Postmate one. The last time we saw a hooker walking down the fucking street. Just nobody wants to go to work. They're getting checks.
I haven't seen a hooker. I haven't seen a hooker walk in the streets probably since the mid-late 90s, or maybe early.
Well, you can't see them now because all women dress like hookers now. Like the level of whore that they dress like, dude. It's just like, what are they supposed to do? Just walk down the street with their twat hanging out? Hey, non-ladies of the night, can you dial it back to give hookers somewhere to go?
The hookers are like, yo, where'd you get that dress?
Underrated, Paul. Underrated. A classy woman. I saw this woman. This is fucking hilarious. I saw a woman walk down the street today. Was so beautiful. I'm like, that's got to be a dude. You know? Because dudes go extra hard, man. They got to make sure they're doing the extra walk and shit. So you always got to be like, wait a minute. Let me look at that jawline, right? Yeah. So this woman was absolutely stunning. Totally covered up. Was her hair, just everything. She was absolutely fucking beautiful. And she had a dress on like down, like halfway down between her knees and her ankles. And I remember looking at her and going, oh my God, that's a classy woman. How?
He froze. Oh boy.
Give him 1 second.
Yeah.
Unfreeze.
Dude, I'm gonna be late, man.
Yeah,
I gotta run, man.
You want to just wrap it up?
All right, guys, that's the show. Bill froze up. Check me out. I will be at the Houston Improv October 14th through the 16th. I will be at the Wilbur Theater in Boston, Massachusetts, October 22nd. Get those tickets. Go to wilburtheater.com. Go to paulvirzi.com.